Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon and good evening. Welcome back to my new video. In the previous videos, we have very well discussed the concept of available to promise. What is ATP quantity? I'll quickly give you a good recap guys so that you'll be well versed with the understanding of the ATP concept. ATP, we all know it's available to promise. The ATP quantity means the uncommitted quantity and the quantity which is readily available for the consumption. That means whenever a sales order is getting created, if ATP quantity is available, if ATP quantity is 20, sales order is getting created for 18 quantities, immediately quantity is available for the consumption. Or in case of the outbound delivery, in case of the reservations, quantity is readily available. That is called the ATP quantity, uncommitted quantity. Second, we discussed about the total stock, and we discussed that the total stock that is displaying is not the ATP quantity. We have seen the derivation of the ATP quantity. ATP quantity, we derive the ATP quantity from the total available stock plus future receipts minus future issues. Or ATP quantity, we derive it the available stock plus inward movement minus outward movement. Or the ATP quantity will be equal to available stock that we are seeing at the MMB level plus future receipts that can be against the purchase order, purchase requisitions, production order, planned order as well, inbound deliveries minus future issues that implies sales order, outbound deliveries, reservations. Now, then we discussed about the different types of ATP functionality that is available in SAP ECC. We discussed first the ATP check on the basis of available to promise quantity that works the derivation that we have seen here. Second is check against the product allocation. To put some more light on the product allocation, guys, that means to allocate the product on a to allocate the product based on the specific customer prioritization. For example, we are manufacturing 10 products and the demand is of 20 quantity, then we will allocate these 10 products to our specific customers which are having the high priority or that based on our company's strategic decision guys. Okay, so this is how we use the product allocation. Third is check against the planning. Remember, third functionality is not very commonly used functionality guys. Most of the companies, they are not using the third functionality, that is check against the planning. In case of the check against the planning, this check is performed against the independent requirement which are not usually created for any anonymous market. This is not customer specific guys. Okay, all right, now we will discuss bit more on this available ATP quantity, ATP checks, ATP functionality. So there are three different functionalities here. Here we have discussed the types of the ATP that is available in ECC. Okay, now we will see the different functionality of the ATP which SAP has provided. Okay, first is, let us discuss one by one different functionalities which are working for the ATP. First is ATP checks ATP checks in SAP ERP or in SAP ECC as well as in SAP S4 HANA. Guys, remember, this functionality is available in SAP ECC as well as in SAP S4 HANA in both the products. Okay, both the product mean SAP ECC is one product, SAP S4 HANA is the successor of SAP ECC. Yeah. Second, is ATP checks in combination of GATP in combination of or in combination with GATP means global available to promise and is the part of and it is a part of APO. Guys, anyone knows APO? It is advanced planning and optimization. It is advanced planning and optimization. Okay. Third is advanced ATP, guys. Or we call this as a AATP in S4 HANA. Guys, the first one is called as a classic available to promise as well. This is the standard functionality and it is called as a classical functionality for ATP chat. Second is bit more advanced functionality that many customers are using, guys. In case any customer who want to use the advanced functionality of ATP, then they use the GATP. That is global available to promise. Here, important thing to understand here. In case of the second one, if customer is using ATP with the GATP, then APO is a separate box, guys. It has to be connected with SAP ECC. Okay, it is not in the SAP application. It's a separate box that called as advanced planning and optimization. So it's a separate box that is connected with SAP ECC. Another important thing to remember here, guys, here master data flows from ECC, SAP ECC to APO and from APO to SAP ECC. It's a bi-directional, guys. Okay, it's a bi-directional. And the first one, ATP checks in SAP ECC, it is embedded in SAP application, guys. Okay, it's not a separate box. It's not a different tool that is connected with SAP ECC. It is embedded in SAP ECC. And if we talk about the third one, AATP, in the very similar fashion, the way ATP is embedded in SAP ECC, AATP is embedded in our SAP S4 HANA, guys. That is the advanced available to promise concept. We will see the complete configuration of ATP and we will see the complete configuration of SAP AATP, both, guys. Okay. In the next video, we will start the configuration, guys. Till the time, if you have liked the video, then click on the like button, subscribe my channel to get the info of the new videos. Till the time, thank you, guys. Happy learning and take care. I'll see you in my next video.